メジャー翻訳速報。今シーズンも大谷翔平選手の素晴らしい活躍が話題となっています。なんと両リーグでの MVP 受賞という快挙を達成しました。今回は MVP に関する現地メディアの反応と大谷選手の印象的なコメントを日本語に翻訳してお届けいたします。このチャンネルでは現地放送局の様子を翻訳してお届けいたします。お見逃しのないよう今のうちにチャンネル登録をお願いいたします。
Welcome everyone to the 2024 BBWAA Most Valuable Player of the Year Award Show. Inside Studio 3, we are live. It's Greg A.M. Singer, my good friend Harold Reynolds, BBWAA voter for one of these awards tonight. Our friend Tom Verducci. Which award were you voting on now?
American League MVP. I still can't tell you who I voted for. We'll find out how it turns out. But I got to tell you, it's a privilege voting on this award, and especially this year. The two favorites in each league, Greg, are not just MVP caliber, but we're talking historic players. Let's see how this vote goes.
Right.
But we're talking about all-time great players in the mix here.
I think you make a great point. We're celebrating 6 tremendous seasons. To be a finalist is a very hard thing to do in this very difficult sport. But Harold, it is obvious, and the players know it, that the faces of our game have kind of risen to a different level.
Oh, it's Ohtani and Judge. I mean, when you go to a camp and you start looking at, I'm going to win an MVP, it goes through them. And every player compares yourself to them, as we will tonight to see who ends up winning this thing. But that's okay. Every generation has that North Star, like, that's where I want to get to. And they rise everybody to the top.
Yeah. It just means the sport's in a great spot.
No doubt
with
about it.
With superstars like that. Let's start on the American League side, the award Tom voted for, and begin with our finalists in alphabetical order. Aaron Judge led the American League in home runs with 58, RBIs at 144, on base, slugging, OPS plus, highest OPS plus in his season by a center fielder, highest OPS plus in his season by a right-handed hitter. Do you know how many right-handed hitters played in the history of baseball? Think about that. His teammate Juan Soto tied for the second most home runs in a player's first season with the Yankees. He had 41. Only Babe Ruth with 54 had more. Third Yankee with a 125 or more runs, 125 or more walks in a season in the expansion era. Second highest OPS with 2 outs in runners in scoring position this season. That's my favorite stat. Incredible. Wow. How about Bobby Witt Jr.? Led the American League in hits with 211 and average 332. Led baseball with a 388 average with runners in scoring position this season. First shortstop in the history of the sport with multiple 30-30 seasons.
What'd you say he played what?
Shortstop.
Wow.
But you know what? The guy joining us plays center field for the New York Yankees. Aaron Judge joins us, just so you know. We invited all the guys to be on this show because of certain scheduling conflicts. They couldn't join us, but we're excited to talk to big number 99. Aaron, thank you for joining us. Good to see you again. Is this a personal goal, to sit on this show every year when you enter spring training? Is this a personal goal for you?
Yeah, I always look forward to sitting with you guys and talking a little bit, man. That's always the ultimate goal right there. But no, it's just definitely something you always work hard for in the regular season, to put yourself in this position, you know. But I've definitely been surrounded by a lot of great teammates, you know, sitting here watching those Juan Soto highlights, man. He was on base for quite a bit of those highlights for me, so I know I wouldn't be here without him.
There's no doubt about it. Tom's going to ask you about him being on base, but I want to take you back to even spring training. I look at this year, center field, Aaron. First off, when did it come to your mind that you were going to play center? And how proud are you to be sitting here representing the MVP possibility as a center fielder?
Wow. You know, I think really playing center field came a couple years ago. The team, we needed somebody to play center, and I just want what's best for the team. So I said, hey, I'll play center field for us, whatever you need, as long as you guys need me out there. You know, I'll play left, I'll play right, you know, whatever gives us the best lineup. And especially when you go out and get a guy like Juan Soto, you know, I think the most important thing is you want that guy to feel comfortable. And when he's comfortable, you're going to see what he does, which is what he did this year. So it's, you know, blessed to be in this position, excited, and it's a great opportunity.
Well, Aaron, I'm glad Harold mentioned your defense, because I'm a big fan of the way you play the game. I know a lot of people pay attention to the home runs. Very impressive. But the way you throw the baseball, the way you run the baseball, your at-bats, I find super impressive your all-around game. That makes me wonder, what of the parts of your season of 2024 are you most proud of? What stands out to you?
Oof. You know, that's a tough one to say. There was quite a few great moments that as a team, I don't know. We had quite a few comeback wins. We had some good wins against the Red Sox at home, which were fun. Going on the road to the West Coast, playing those games in front of those fans in San Diego and San Fran. Those were always some fun games. Had some back and forth. I saw Juan hit a big homer for us in the ninth out in San Fran against one of the best closers in the game. So there's a lot of moments, man. I can't really just pick one.
So I know the World Series didn't end the way you guys wanted it to, but man, how was it to taste and see? You got there. How was that?
Yeah, like you said, it didn't end the way we wanted to. We played a great Dodger team. They got, a stacked lineup over there, a stacked roster. But it was, it makes you want more. It makes you, wake up early and get things going already in the offseason to put yourself back in that position and, change the outcome the next year. So, it was definitely a fun journey throughout the season to be able to get to that point. But now it's time to finish it.
All season long, you appreciated Juan Soto being on your team. What impacted your season more? Him being on base in front of you, or the amount of pitches he would see every at-bat that you could watch on the on-deck circle?
I would say it's the pitches, seeing the pitches. We all know this guy's going to be on base, 50% of the time, if not more. But I think just the quality of every single at bat. It didn't matter if he went up there and flew out or went out there and struck out. If you're going to strike out Juan Soto, it's going to take 10 to 12 pitches to try to get it by him, and it's just impressive, man. I get a chance to see how the pitcher's feeling today, what pitches are working. Is he going to the two-seamer now? Is he trying to go to his wipeout slider now? So it just gave me a better picture of what to expect stepping in the box. And one thing that he did well too is he communicated well. All the guys, our leadoff guys, if it was Gleyber Torres or Juan Soto, those guys really communicated about what they were seeing. Even if they got out on their way back to the dugout, they kind of either give me a little motion about what the pitch is doing or, hey, check this out. So I think for me, that's the most important thing.
I'm going to make sure I find out who Tom Verducci voted for this award before the show's over. I'm going to make sure I find out.
I will reveal it.
Oh, you will? Good. All right. I'm looking forward to it. Aaron, don't go anywhere. Coming up after the break, one of our baseball experts will break down your remarkable 2024 season, along with the other finalists for MVP. We're back live on MLB Network after this. Normal year, all three of these guys are like slam dunk MVPs, right?
Oh, the seasons were incredible.
I mean, Bobby Witt Jr., amazing. Juan Soto, amazing. Aaron Judge is the heavy front runner. I think we all know that. The announcement is coming at moments, but only one of my experts can do an Aaron Judge breakdown, and there's only one way to figure this out. Rock, paper, scissors, guys.
Let's do that.
All right, rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I had such a great breakdown.
Go ahead, show us what you got.
Step aside.
Oh,
hey,
man.
think about this. It's harder to get a hit in the game today than it has been since they lowered the mound in 1969. And yet Aaron Judge hits 322 with 58 bombs. So to find anybody who's done this, you got to go back like a century or back to the PED era. This guy is amazing. So I want to talk about what a great pure hitter he is, not just a slugger. How do you hit 322? Well, think about some of the changes Aaron Judge made in 2024. He was as aggressive on first pitches as he ever has been in his career. It doesn't matter what you're throwing. How about off-speed first pitch? He's all over it. You throw it in the zone, he's ready to pull the trigger. You want to see a breaking ball in the zone first pitch? He can pull the trigger on that as well. Coming up right here, Aaron Judge we know him to be a patient hitter, but if it's there, he's going to take the ball out. And fastball first pitch, of course, he eats up fastballs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Aaron Judge is the best fastball hitter in the big leagues. There's no question about it. But how does he get fastballs? Because of his patience. He is the best I have seen at forcing pitchers into the zone and then taking advantage of fastballs. Look at this, all-time best chase rate. So here's a situation, bases loaded. Make the pitcher throw you a strike, right? He's going to control count, leverage 2-0. What is he sitting on? Of course he's sitting on a fastball in the zone. Not only does he get it, he knows exactly what to do with it. This is what Aaron Judge forced pitchers into the zone by controlling fastball counts. Here's another example here. I thought Matthew Boyd does a great job pitching to Aaron Judge right here. Gets ahead with the fastball on the black. He's on it, just a little bit off. This goes back to the same spot with the fastball. Now, two great changeup here. Watch Aaron. He's just spitting on these pitches. He's going to wait till the pitch gets he wants. Now he's going to force Boyd into the zone. This is not a bad fastball, folks. That's on the inside corner. Takes it out the other way. It's the best I've seen, controlling count leverage. I know people don't compare him much to Luis Ariz. That's right, I'm going to compare him to Luis Ariz. Why? Because if you look at all the major league hitters this year, hits on fastballs in the zone, he's second in all the major leagues with Luis Ariz tied. And that's amazing to me. You say, why would anybody throw him a fastball in the zone? Man. Because he's so good at forcing pitchers.
Give us some. That's better than mine. That was better than mine. That was good.
What do you got?
Well, I thought that was pretty good. That was better than my judge tape. I'm going to go to his teammate. That all right? I'm going to go to Juan Soto. Okay. And I want you to take you back a little bit and show you why this guy's so great. To me, this is all about practice. Practice makes perfect. We've heard that forever, right? How about him in New York? Did he fit? Anybody fit better? You know what it reminded me of when I was a kid? When Reggie Jackson went jogging out into right field in Yankee Stadium and everybody was throwing Reggie bars and candy and everything else out there. Reggie, that was the kind of thing you looked at when you went out there and watched him play in New York, playing in right field. But let's get down to the real deal. I know this doesn't count on the MVP, but man, was this a fun home run, Greg.
Best at bat I've ever seen.
It was amazing. I just had to show that. But let's go back and look at Juan Soto. One day tells you all you need to know. August 13th, let's go top of the third. He hits 3 home runs in this game. This one to left field, I went, man, this guy's swing has never changed. It just got better. I want to take you back to when he's 20 years old with the Washington Nationals. When he shot this ball out to left field, we went, oh, man, he's going to have an amazing career. Then we thought he was Tony Gwynn, but then he added power. But look how he gets back, sets, reads the pitch, and is able to drive it. This ability to go back and read the ball is why he does not swing and miss as much as he does, and also the patience. Now he's stands a little bit taller. He's a little bit wiser. And look at him. Still got that same load. Sit back on the legs. I'm going to read the pitch, and I can do whatever I want to do with it. He's carried a practice perfection and made it perfect, and now you're getting amazing results. And that's what I love about him. One game, like I said, 3 homers. That was left field. Let's go to the 5th inning. He's going to shoot you out to left center. I mean, it doesn't matter. You want to go away? I'll hurt you. I'm not just playing pepper, but I'll go deep. And now bring in a lefty? Don't think about throwing it in here. What? I'll hit one out to right. This was an amazing game, but it showed you all the things he can do in his at-bats, in his swing, everything else. Incredible. I think he's the best hitter in baseball. That's just
wow.
Soto. That's why there's
some big names just in this show alone, and you're saying he's the number 1 hitter. It's the
hitter.
Strength,
I'm not saying everything.
The strength he has to have in that left leg to load, and then he stays back on it. All of his torque is on it. He stays behind it. Great tape. Outstanding. Well, we have 1 finalist left. And like I said, on any other normal year where 2 Yankees aren't otherworldly, a 30-30 shortstop for a team that lost over 100 games and they're in the playoffs, that's kind of the recipe for an MVP.
Hey, not only that, Bobby Witt Jr., compare him to all shortstops all time. This is one of the all-time great seasons by a shortstop. How about winning the batting title while going 30-30? It's only been done 2 other times before, and he's the youngest ever to do it. How do you do it? You know, listen, he's a number 1 draft pick. We knew from the get-go he was really good. But look at the improvement on 4-seam fastballs. Because when he arrived a couple of years ago as a rookie, the book was you can get him out with some velocity. Well, he has totally changed that, and I want to show you how. Not major swing decisions, but subtle movements to really be on time on the fastballs. I'm going to show you the same pitcher, same pitch. Bailey Ober, fastballs down the middle. This is 2 years ago, a little roll over to third. You see now, we're going to show you 2024, same pitch. Whack to the other way. Most exciting play in baseball. Bobby Witt running out a triple. How much fun is that?
It's fun to watch. I love Bobby Witt.
Now take a look at the approach here. Start with the setup. He's got the bat already in a loaded position here as opposed to being parallel to the ground here. So he's on time earlier. I want you to watch, too, his head here. He's so connected here, I call it hitting in a phone booth. The hands are so close to the body, the head doesn't move. That is just efficiency. Here's what I'm talking about with the head. See, he's drifting a little bit. The head's out in front of the torso. Much better. The other thing was this gave him a lot of trouble his rookie year. That fastball up, right? Not anymore. Man, he was all over this pitch. He was one of the best hitters in the game on fastballs, especially up. How do you do that? Change the bat pat. You watch on the left here, the bat's going to work a little bit uphill. Over here, it's a lot flatter. And again, watch his head. He's more upright here. Here, he's diving underneath the ball with the head, really coming down, the bat going up. Now watch the finish here. Because he's coming uphill here, he's going to finish higher. Because it's flatter here, he's going to finish flatter. That's how you get on top of a fastball. Bobby Witt Jr. has made just tremendous strides in a short period of time. Not major swing changes, but subtle adjustments. So when you look at his improvement on fastballs, he was the fourth best hitter on slugging against fastballs. That was not the case a couple of years ago.
It is wild how he has improved his game in all facets, including defensively.
Especially
it's incredible how far he's come from all the errors he had his first 2 years.
Amazing. All three of these guys have great stories, right?
Yes, but only one winner.
Yes.
No, this isn't a world where everyone gets a trophy, unfortunately. Only one of these guys will take home the hardware. The live announcement with help from a Hall of Famer is next. Welcome back to the 2024 BBWAA Most Valuable Player of the Year Awards show. Who will it be on the AL side, Judge Soto or Bobby Witt Jr.? Helping us with the live announcement is a first ballot Hall of Famer, a champion, played 20 seasons in the big leagues, all in pinstripes, over 3,400 hits, 14-time All-Star, a bunch of gold gloves, the iconic Yankee legend, and now TV star. Derek Jeter joins us live on MLB Network. Good to see you, Derek. Thanks for doing this. I've always wanted to ask someone like you what your definition of MVP is. We kind of argue about this on MLB Network all the time. Is it most outstanding statistical resume, or is it your value to your team to get your team to the playoffs? How does Derek Jeter define that?
Well, I usually stick with the analytics, and it's F-WAR, / double dot. Look, there's always the debate when you get to the end of the season. Is it the guy that put up the best statistics, or is it the guy that brought the value to their team? I'm a firm believer. Sometimes you have to get rid of all the outside noise and just watch with your eyes. And what team is going to miss a particular individual the most if he's not there? And I think that's what brings value to an organization.
That's a great definition. Thank you for that. Again, your line of duty tonight is giving us the big news. So without further ado, Derek, take it away.
Yeah, your 2024 American League Most Valuable Player is Aaron Judge.
There you have him. I think he saw it coming, but he can exhale. Derek Jeter, thank you so much for the announcement. A good look at Aaron celebrating with his wife. A look at your American League Most Valuable Player of the Year voting totals. It is unanimous. Aaron Judge is your AL MVP. Bobby Witt Jr. unanimously gets second place in the voting. Soto third, Gunnar Henderson fourth, Jose Ramirez of the Guardians finished fifth. But let us be the first to congratulate the great Aaron Judge. Another MVP unanimously. Does that matter to a player of your stature? A unanimous MVP, Aaron?
No, I don't think, not really. It's just, I appreciate all the votes, all the support. It's, if you win it, you win it. But I honestly wouldn't be in this position without my teammates, all the coaching we had this year. This is such a blessing. I got to thank God every day for this opportunity to be here and wear pinstripes and do it in New York.
What does a second MVP mean to you?
It's funny. I was talking to Harper a lot this season. I was telling him, man, I'm gonna try to catch up to you on these MVPs here, man. But he's saying hopefully he can stay a couple ahead of me, which I think he'll do, man. It's it means a lot. Just a lot of the hard work in the off season, during the season, the ups and downs throughout it, and just the constant support from my teammates, the fans in New York, just everybody to help me get to this spot.
Well, Aaron, congratulations. I guess you know how I voted now, being unanimous. But the competition was amazing when you think about guys like Bobby Witt Jr. and Juan Soto. It speaks to how great your year was to win this unanimously. My question for you is, you were a great example of the length of the season. April didn't begin the way that you wanted, but I never saw anything really change with the way you handled that. Give me a window into how the season started and how you got it on track.
Yeah, well, first I want to say, just a quick shout out to Bobby Witt, and my buddy Juan for, just the seasons they had. Just incredible to watch. I got to watch Juan up close and personal all season long, and man, he's the best in the game for a reason. And the same with Bobby Witt. Seeing him the past couple of years continue to develop, continue to get better. It's going to be fun to watch those two for years to come. But like you said, yeah, April March and April were not my friend this year, and it's just a testament to it's a long season. You know, you're going to go through some ups, you're going through some downs, and it's just about leaning on your teammates, leaning on your family, and just put in the work. I think that's what it comes down to, is just keep putting in the work. And things are going to change. You can't mope. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You know, especially in New York, nobody's going to feel sorry for you. So you just got to go out there and put up the numbers.
Hey, Aaron, congratulations. Outstanding. 2 and 3 years now. And I guess my question is this. We started the year talking about this show talking about Ohtani and Judge are the ones that hold up the standard for the league. What does that make you feel like when you hear that, and what's the responsibility behind that?
When I hear that, I think people are coming for the spot. So you got to keep putting in the work. You know, I think that's one thing that you know, I learned at a young age, and even being in New York, you know, watching Derek Jeter for so many years and talking with him is, you know, he played every single game, every single season like somebody was coming for his job. And, you know, he kind of passed that down onto the next generation, where I think you could ask all three of the guys, you know, Juan, Bobby, and myself, that, you know, it doesn't matter if you're at the top or wherever you're at, you know, someone's always coming for you. Someone's always coming for that spot. So you got to put in the work. You got to continue to make changes. You got to continue to try to improve yourself till they rip this jersey off you.
One of my favorite stories of my time at MLB Network is watching this kid, Aaron Judge, show up in Studio 42 on the night of the draft. Harold and I saw this coming. We saw it coming. Aaron, congratulations. Your AL MVP. You deserved it, buddy. Thank you.
Congrats, Aaron.
We have him. The great Aaron Judge. When we come back, the NL side. That's next when we return to Studio 3 live on MLB Network. Well, we just made it official moments ago. Aaron Judge wins his second career AL MVP, and it was unanimous. We shift over to the National League side. It's Greg with Tom and Harold. We have three terrific finalists, Ketel Marte, Francisco Lindor, and Shohei Ohtani. Let's break them down, walk through their seasons. Harold, Ketel Marte, if he doesn't have that ankle injury, missed 16 games, were the meat of the season at the end of August into September, he's very much in play here beyond what we even saw from Ohtani. He had a terrific year.
He's not sitting on this couch right now today with that terrific year he put together. I love watching guys grow up. I've known Ketel all the way back to the days of the Mariners. You know how much I love this guy. But I'm going to tell you what, he's really warmed my heart at second base. Way to go, young man. Switch hitter with power, ability to drive. What we saw him do down the stretch last season to take his team to the World Series was just a preview to why he's in the MVP final tonight. Both sides of the plate, dangerous, but if you're going to play second, you got to defend. And with the new rules, you better have some range. He's got it, man. You got to start with the feet on the infield, and you can't go across the line. You got range, you got arm, he does everything. It reminds me of this guy, Robbie Alomar. There's not been a switch-hitting second baseman that can do the things Ketel Marte does since Robbie Alomar. And that's what I'm telling you. The athleticism, the ability to do all these things, we're watching a guy right now that's generational. I love this guy. I think we're just starting to scratch the surface of what he can do. Tom, you're
Let's
up.
stay in the middle infield, because I want to talk about a guy who Derek Jeter pretty much defined his definition of MVP. Shortstop, everyday defense, offense. That's Francisco Lindor. And he was there when the Mets needed him the most. Remember going back to the end of May when the Mets were 11 games under 500. Yeah. Clubhouse meeting, gloves being thrown in the stands. Who stepped up? Francisco Lindor was the one who stepped up. It really began the next day. This is the next day after that terrible loss to the Dodgers. Starts off the game. This is what he does, setting the table, starting with a base hit, and then gets himself a bag. Lindor just could beat you in so many different ways. This is the same game. Next time up, getting on top of a fastball, hits it out of the ballpark. Set the table, clear the table, whatever you need done, that's Lindor. Same game, next time up. That's a sweet swing there to start a rally. Not done yet. Next time up, need a base hit with man on second? There you go. The Mets wound up winning this game. Francisco Lindor led them. And how about his power? He hit some of the most meaningful, important home runs you will see. One-run game, Cole on the mound. See you. How about another Cy Young pitcher on the mound? Chris Sale, one-run game. Bang! Another one out. One more for you. Another one-run game. Ryan Nelson on the mound, taking him out yard. The Mets were 25-4 when Lindor hit a home run. 25-4. And you got to think about the last weekend of the regular season. The Mets need to win to get into the postseason. How about the game in Milwaukee? Remember, he was on the IL for about 9 days with a bad back. Starts it off with a walk. First pitch, steals second base, setting the tone, scores in a base hit.
Yes.
That's a guy who sets the tone. He's not done yet, scoring easily on that hit. Great read on that ball, by the way.
His fashion changing, too. He's feeling himself.
Not done yet. Now he gets a big 2-run knock to push the lead from 2 runs to 4 runs. Not done yet either. How about a home run to really put the game out?
Oh, yes.
I mean, then you talk about the next day they go to Atlanta, right? They're down to their last 2 outs. They need to win this game. Runner on base, down 1 run. See ya. I mean, this guy came up big in every situation. Whenever the Mets needed a hit, a home run, a walk, a stolen base. That's a great definition of an MVP, a guy who comes through when the team needs you the most and gets you into the postseason.
Well, it's what Derek said. Take the guy off the team and who has the biggest void to fill. And Francisco Lindor, if he was not in that lineup for the New York Mets, forget about it. But as I say that, I'm trying to imagine a Dodger lineup without Shohei Ohtani, and that's a hard thing to do.
What about starting the year with a little bit of pressure? $700 million. Let's just go back to the press conference. Okay, Greg, we flew to L.A.
We did.
And there was about 30 million people in Japan watching this. That's pressure. All right. And then he said, I'm going to get back healthy. Remember, he didn't even pitch this year. So was he going to be able to win an MVP without pitching? Well, he's going to show you what he's capable of. All right. 59 stolen bases, 54 home runs is what he finished the season with. But let me walk you through one day. Just one day, define the whole season. He came into this 48 home runs, 49 stolen bases. Let's go to the first inning. He hits a double off the wall. I'll stop there because I'm going to steal third. I need my 50th bag. Go, Shohei! Save. 50 stolen bases. That's in the box. No problem. All right, he stole another one in next half inning, and now he's got 51 stolen bases. He's sitting on 48 home runs. Here you go. Boom. See you later, Homer. I have 49. I may as well do it all tonight. All right? May as well.
That's what it felt like that night.
Yeah. So 7th inning, Shohei comes back up. And what I loved was his personality coming alive. We didn't see him smile and all that stuff before in Anaheim. I guess he really didn't have a big reason to. He's smiling about everything now all the time. 50 home runs, 50 stolen base, 51 stolen bases at that point. Let's finish the game off. He's already got 5 hits. May as well go for the 6th hit and may as well hit your 3rd homer of the game. Why not? Okay, position player, thank you. That's what I'm supposed to do to you. He hits another home run. 6 for 6, 3 homers, 10 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. And the reason we're talking about Shohei tonight is 50-50. Mm-hmm. If he's 50-20, we're not talking about him winning.
Forget about it.
50-50. He did something that had never been done before.
Yeah.
And that's what he's come to do. And that's why we're knocking on the door of another MVP.
And that game personified his unicorn season.
Yes.
It really did. That was well done. Okay. So, you want to talk to a few of the finalists?
Let's do it.
Would you like to do that?
Yes, I love that.
All right, we're getting closer and closer to finding out who is our NL MVP. Don't go anywhere. A reminder of your NL MVP finalist, Francisco Lindor, a tale of 2 seasons since May 18th on 108 games, 304, 374 on base, 26 homers, and 70 RBIs in 108 games. The Mets had their 4th best record in all of baseball, 20 games over 500, 69-49, since he was moved into the leadoff spot. The first Met to finish in the top 3 in MVP since Mike Piazza. You're looking at Ketel Marte, 292, 36 bombs, 95 RBIs. He led all of baseball with 18 home runs against Southpaws this season. If he didn't miss time due to injury, his numbers would be incredible. Over 40 home runs, more than likely for Ketel Marte. And Shohei Ohtani, first player in baseball history with a 50-50 season, one of 2 players in the sport's history with over a 600 slug, over 50 stolen bases in a season, joining Ty Cobb, who did it in 1911. Shohei Ohtani and Francisco Lindor kind enough to join us right now live on MLB Network. Good to see both of you. Shohei, you got your translator, Matt, who's standing by as well. Shohei, you knew, because you're a student of the game, that no DH has ever been the MVP before, and you knew you weren't going to be able to pitch this year. Was 50-50 something no one's ever done, something that was a goal of yours before the season started?
今まで DH がMVP を受賞したことはないんですけど、今年はピッチャーとして投げれないっていうのも分かってた中で、今年そういう50-50っていう目標っていうのは持ってましたか？シーズン始まる前に。
目標にはどうですかねして、目標の数字みたいなものはなかったですけど、もちろん盗塁 はまあ強化しているポイントの一つだったので増やしたいなっていうのは思ってました。
Yeah, I didn't have specific number goals, but I did want to improve my stolen base numbers. I obviously wanted to increase my number of stolen bases.
Hey, can I ask a question to both of them? Because think about it, both of them did not start the year leading off. And both of them had great years once they went to the leadoff position. So, Francisco, I'll let you go first, and then Shohei, you can answer. What did moving to the leadoff position do for each of you?
It just helped me set the tone. It helped me be in a position where I just gathered a lot of information, and then I just spread it with the team and told them what it was like and what it felt. And then I love getting momentum of every game. You know, I love whenever we were able to get the momentum.
We're moments away from finding out who will take home the NL MVP. Will it be Francisco Lindor, Ketel Marte, or Shohei Ohtani? To join us to make the announcement, all because Harold wanted a current player who's won an MVP. We were able to get this guy on the phone somehow. He's just wrapped up his 17th season in the big leagues, winning a World Series with the Dodgers. I mean, what, 5 ERA titles? Won an MVP, one of his 3 Cy Young seasons, by the way. In 2014, he just went 21-3 with a 1.77 ERA. Look at him, the spry Clayton Kershaw back in the day. And Clayton kind enough to join us now live on MLB Network. Clayton, thank you so much for doing this. Good to see you again. Take me back to that magical season, man. To win 3 Cy Youngs, that's special. But the MVP for a pitcher, I mean, how do you wrap your mind around that?
It was a lot of fun. It was a great season, obviously. A lot of things have to go right, too. A lot of the position players, I think, got hurt that year. They were having great years. So it kind of worked out in my favor all the way around, but it doesn't take away from getting to win that award. It was really special, and it still is. I can always say that. You can always say that you're an MVP, so it's pretty cool.
Well, it's cool to have you here to make the big announcement. So without further ado, Clayton Kershaw, take it away.
All right, 2024 most valuable player goes to my teammate Shohei Ohtani.
You got it? Yeah.
Clayton, is there anything else you'd like to say to Shohei Ohtani?
No, just congrats, Sho. It was amazing to watch you play this year, and I can't wait to watch it.
You're the man. Clayton Kershaw, thank you so much for that, helping us with the live announcement of Shohei Ohtani, who's there with his wife and family and friends. Your voting total, it's another unanimous MVP for Shohei Ohtani. Francisco Lindor finished second, Ketel Marte third, Marcell Ozuna, the Braves, fourth, and William Contreras of the Brewers finished fifth. Shohei Ohtani joins us now live on MLB Network. Shohei, congratulations. I know you're trying to get the pup up on the couch, which is challenging. For some reason, it didn't look like this season was all that challenging to you. A great year. What does this MVP season mean to you in year one of your time with the Los Angeles Dodgers?
今年はチャレンジングなシーズンではあったと思うんですけど、そういった意味でドジャースの一員として、MVP を受賞できた、優勝もできた、今年はどうでしたかと。
本当にドジャースの一員の一人として代表してもらったと思ってるので、それぐらいみんなで掴み取った、シーズンもそうですし、ポストシーズン、ワールドシリーズもそのぐらいみんなで掴み取ったものだなと思ってます。
Yeah, I'm just taking. I think this MVP is. I'm just representing the Dodgers. It was a complete team effort. I wouldn't have been able to receive this award if it weren't for my teammates. Obviously, if my teammates weren't there, we didn't play as a team. We would not even got to the playoffs or won the World Series. So for me, again, I'm just taking this as I'm representing the team receiving this award.
Hey, Shohei, it's Harold here. I want to ask you, the last couple MVPs, you were pitching and hitting. As you're heading into this season and you knew you were not going to be pitching, did you think you had to do something special in order to be sitting here tonight to win the MVP?
ピッチャーね、メンバーでピッチャーとバッター両方やったけど、今年はピッチャーやらないということで、今年何かすごいことをしないと MVP は取れないっていう風な気持ちはありましたでしょうかって。
そうですか、MVP を取りたいなみたいな感じでシーズンはもちろん入ってはないので、本当にドジャースという新しいチームに来て、早くチームの一員としてファンの人たちもそうですし、チームメイトの人たちに認められたいなっていう 思いで、特に前半戦はそういう感じでやってましたね。
Yeah, I obviously don't go into the season trying to strive to get the MVP award. I was more focused on being one of the guys with the new team with the Dodgers. I wanted to obviously embrace the fans as well and just let them kind of learn who I was. And I think that was my main focus heading into the season.
Well, Shohei, it's Tom Verducci. Congratulations. We will be talking about this season for ages, 50-50. But I want to know, in your mind, what are you most proud of your MVP 2024 season?
50-50を取れたということで、みんなはこれからずっと話し続けることになるとは思うんですけども、翔平君自身は今年のシーズンを振り返って何が一番良かったというか、誇りに思えますかって。
一番やっぱりワールドシリーズ勝てたっていうところが一番目指してたところではあるので、さっきも言いましたけど、本当に僕が代表としてシーズンの代表としてもらった賞だと思っているので、また来年も引き続きチームみんなで頑張れるように、今リハビリしているのでまた復帰してシーズン頑張りたいなと思ってます。
Yeah, the ultimate goal from the beginning was to win a World Series, which we were able to accomplish. Again, like I said before, it was a team effort. Like I said before, I received this award on behalf of my team. So right now, the next goal is for me to do it again. And so right now I'm in the middle of rehab and working out and getting stronger, and I'm looking forward to next season so we could run it back.
Do you mind if I give you another goal, Shohei? Real quick, Clayton Kershaw being on here got me thinking about this. You've won multiple MVPs, a world championship, 50-50 season. Are you looking for a Cy Young next season? Cy Young and MVP like Clayton?
そうなれたらもちろん最高ですし、まずは復帰してしっかりともう一回、さらに強くなったパフォーマンスっていうのを出して自信を持ってマウンドに上がれるのがまず目標かなと思います。
Yeah, that would obviously be great, but right now my focus is just again to get back healthy, come back stronger, get back on the mound, and show everybody what I can do.
I just have this feeling. Don't stop. You can't stop Shohei Ohtani. Another MVP. Congratulations, Shohei. You are such a joy to watch.
That was Show.
Thank you.
There you have him. Superstar who joins a very elite company. Frank Robinson as the only players to win the MVP in both leagues. New Balance celebrates the man, the myth, the MVP, Shohei Ohtani. Now over to Jack O'Connell, the BBWAA, their secretary treasurer, for more. Take it away, Jack.
Thanks, Greg. For the first time in history, a most valuable player did not play an inning in the field. Shohei Ohtani was the first designated hitter to win the award in the American League, and now is the first DH to win the National League. Only this year he did not pitch. He joins Frank Robinson as the only players named MVP in both leagues. Last year, Ohtani became the first player to win the award unanimously more than once. Now he's done so 3 times. Aaron Judge, who won in the American League for the second time, was also a unanimous choice as the Yankees raised their total of MVP winners to 22, the most in BBWAA voting dating to 1931. Last year marked the first time that both league MVPs, Ohtani and Ronald Acuna Jr., were unanimous picks. Now it has happened 2 years in a row. In the AL voting, Judge got all the first-place votes and Bobby Witt Jr. all the second-place votes. That happened just once before, last year in the National League with Acuna and Mookie Betts. Back to you, Greg.
Jack, thank you so much. Let's put a bow on this. Awards week is officially over, and we have 2 players who look like they had the best statistical seasons you could possibly have. They really look like it. They were the main event. You see all the award winners this week. Is there any chance Judge and Ohtani can top the seasons they just had?
I think they're just hitting their peak now. Think about this. They are the pillars of this game right now. The last 8 MVPs, Judge and Ohtani have won 5. Everybody else in baseball combined has 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, get in line because Ohtani's going to pitch next year.
I'm telling you.
Oh, my.
How many MVPs will he end up with? I think that was a good question to ask about the Cy Young.
That was
Sorry.
good. I like that.
Clayton Kershaw inspired me. That was your idea, by the way, to get Clayton.
That was yours.
For Harold, Tom, my name is Greg. Awards Week was fun. Congratulations to Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani, your MVPs.
メジャー翻訳速報。歴史的な瞬間となりましたね。大谷翔平選手が両リーグで MVP を受賞し、フランク・ロビンソン以来の快挙を達成しました。特筆すべきは DH としてのみの 出場で MVP を獲得したことです。投手としては出場できなかったものの、50本塁打50盗塁という前人未到の記録を打ち立て、ドジャースの一員として見事にチームを優勝に導きました。そしてこれからの目標としてサイヤング賞という新たな挑戦を示唆する場面もありましたね。大谷選手のさらなる進化が楽しみです。皆様のご感想やお気持ちなどコメント欄でぜひお聞かせください。ご視聴ありがとうございました。